Hello everyone, I'm Kritika from the Department of ECE. This e-presentation is about my journal paper and the topic called is segmentation and connected components based on watershed algorithm using FPGA processor. Let me move to the first slide. Here the objective is given. The main objective of watershed algorithm is region-based segmentation algorithm containing regional minimum. It defines the peak forming the limit between two catchment basins and the dam is constructed at the intercepting point. So here I'm going to take a watershed segmentation. So here my main aim is to reduce the over segmentation. So this paper deals with controlled marker based watershed algorithm which uses the connected components approach locating a regional minimum. Mostly the watershed segmentation results in over segmentation. The marker based watershed segmentation transform reduces the noise and over segmentation. So this watershed has been written in MATLAB code and also in VHDL hardware descriptive language. The main aim of this project is to implement an FPGA which requires minimum hardware resources, low execution time and is suitable for use in real-time applications. My main process here is dam construction. So we all know that the segmentation process is based on three principal concepts: edge detection, thresholding, region growing. The main objective of segmentation algorithm is based on the concept to find watershed lines. Suppose a hole is punched in each region minimum and the entire topography is flooded from below by letting rise through the holes at uniform rate. Okay, so here the three lines the three figures explain you that when the rising water in distant catchment basins is about to merge, a dam is built to prevent the merging. The flooding will eventually reach a stage when only the top of the dams are visible above the water line. These dam boundaries correspond to the divide lines of the watershed. Therefore, there are connected boundaries extracted by a watershed segmented algorithm. So, first image, I am giving you a clear pic about the dam construction here. Two partially flooded catchment basins at stage n-1 of flooding. The second diagram shows the flooding at stage n, showing that water has splitted between the basins. Okay, so the last one, you can find out the structuring element which is used for the dilation, which results the dam constructed image. To prevent over-segmentation, the marker concept is used here after the dam construction. After the dam construction, we are going to use a marker-based watershed segmentation. So this here the tools required is software is MATLAB, ModelSim and Xilinx. Hardware used is FPGA. My drawbacks of this project is over segmentation, presence of noise and time consuming, which I can reduce using the marker concept. My proposed method is that the segmentation method of watershed algorithm is improved based on the marker control watershed image segmentation, at the same time locating a local minimum in the object for watershed transform. So this connected components approach is based on a few criteria. Let me explain you here in this slide. I'm going to explain you about this proposed method: input image, pre-processing image, watershed based image segmentation, and how it is carried out for the processing image, and how the final segmentation image is carried out. Okay, so mainly the image processing techniques is applied in the segmentation task, so which presents difficulties that the borders are left normally open. Yes, so this criteria is the main drawbacks in the image processing. So after the problem is find out, we have to know the problem and we have to rectify it. Those problems are compounded by a noisy images, by uneven illuminations. So we have an overlapping in that. Okay, so this watershed segmentation is also known as lines dividing waters, is a powerful tool also for the image segmentation. The basic idea consists of segmenting images by simulating flooding on a topographical surface, drilling a hole at each local minimum. Okay, so this fundamentals carried out using a gray level image. The first one is a pre-processing image where I am going to take a gray level image as a topographical surface where each gray level can be seen as a terrain elevation. I am going to explain using the output image. So this is my original image and this is my gray level image. So this is the gray level always when the image is taken here, we have to convert into the gray level for the processing surface, for the processing. This resampled image is carried out over the topographical surface where each gray level can be seen as a terrain elevation, where the hills correspond to clear regions and where valleys or basins possesses a single minimum. Suppose that each minimum is preferred and we introduce a vertically lake assuming constant speed of descent. Here you can see a topographical view, right? So the water will pass through the holes, flooding the surface. During this flooding, the water coming from two or more minimum may collide. So this event is to be avoided, so dams are built at the points where these water can join. You can find out the dam constructed where the points are joined, merged. Yes. At the end of this process, where these water can join, at the end of this, the dam will be visible from the above. Okay, so each containing the dam is when the dam is constructed, you can find out a region called regional minimum. Okay. This is the superimposed image where my gradient image is superimposed with a threshold value. Okay, why I am showing the result is that you can easily have a knowledge about how this process is going on. Yes, so after this pre-processing stage, I am moving forward for the watershed image segmentation after the dam construction. Okay, so here you need a few steps to be remembered. That is, for the region, for an region minimum, we are going to have a watershed image segmentation by using two concepts. That is region growing using DIS map and watershed segmentation using edge markers. So this region growing using DIS map considering two processes, that is edge detection and region growing. Okay, so always we should know the segmentation algorithm deals with edge detection and region growing. So the set of pixels belonging to the region minimum and the process how we are going to have a dam construction, and after the dam construction how we are going for a watershed based segmentation. Okay, in this edge detection process using DIS map is that a 3x3 running window runs pixel by pixel on the input image and the DIS for the center pixel is defined. Okay, at this stage the DIS map are computed using a 3x3 image which is made to run pixel by pixel on an input image. You can find out the input image after that the edge detection is carried out. Okay, the small DIS value indicates smoothing the region on the other DIS value represent that the pixel is on the area that changes severely in the gray levels. Okay, the gray level regions are used for the segmentation purpose where the edge detection, where the edges can be segmented. Okay, here I am going to use a difference in strength, that is DIS map is used here. You can find out the edge detection from an input image. So after that we are going for the region growing. In this stage, the grouping of pixels or subregions into larger regions is based on predefined criteria for growth. Okay, so here I will give a clear flow chart. First one, you should choose an unprocessed pixels, okay, which has the smallest DIS value, and you can map as any value, okay. And after that, check each of 4 neighboring pixels which near to one that already we have processed one unprocessed pixel, right? And you can label whichever smallest DIS value, and you can mark, let me give an example called R, okay. So after that, check each of 4 neighboring pixels of R to see if it is unlabeled. If yes, edit to the candidate list. So why the candidate list is used here is, if none has been added, assign the label of a neighboring pixels which are the gray level closest to the R. Okay, so if the near values of R is closest, so it is added to the neighboring pixels. If R is the center region minima value, the near pixel values are all, or everyone can be grouped, so it can form a boundary. Okay, so boundary means it forms a marker, that is edge detection. Okay, so after that, check all neighboring pixels of R to see if they are edge labeled. Okay, you can label it as P. Okay, check if R is an edge pixel. If so, label it as P boundary. Okay, am I clear? If candidate list is not empty, go to the previous step, that is choose the pixel in the candidate list that has the smallest DIS value and give that new pixel value as a reference pixel. Okay, so continue the process like this until the DIS map value which contain the regional minima have a same near value pixels and group a 3x3 running window. Okay, so this is a process I'm already explained you. After that, how you can perform this region drawing. Okay, in this region drawing, you should have a F, that is a DIS image, SI is the image of seed points, TI is the image of pixels satisfying the global threshold criteria. Finally, after using these scalar values, the image obtained is the final segmented image and the number of regions is NR. I am going to give a syntax for the region drawing which I displayed in the PPT. Okay, so everyone be clear that after the edge reduction process completed, you have to go for the region drawing. The stage of region drawing groups pixels or the sub-regions into larger regions based on predefined criteria for growth. Okay, so here I take an approach that to start with set of seed points, and from these grow regions by appending to each seed those neighboring pixels that have a predefined property similar to the seed. Okay, so here the syntax that is followed for DIS image, seed pixels and the threshold values and the scalar values. Okay, so how this algorithm is done is, first you have to take the initial seed point and obtain from the obtained seed image, you have to take the seed value, consider a threshold value and test whether the point passes through the threshold test and connect with the seed pixels. Okay, so after the segmented seed pixel which extract all the points which passes through the threshold test, you can have a segmented image. So after that you can get a number of regions and continue the process for getting the segmented image. Okay, so now we are going to see the marker concept using the edge markers. Okay, so the edge markers is that you can have a clear segmentation on the external markers and the internal marker. Okay, first of all, you all know about the marker. So marker is a connected component belonging to an image, and here I defined an internal marker and external marker. Internal marker is associated with the objects of interest and external marker is associated with the background. We define an internal marker as a region that is surrounded by points of higher altitude such that the points in the region form a connected component in which all the points in the connected component have the same intensity value. Okay, so the internal markers will be segmented like a light gray regions. Okay, and the external marker will be shown as a watershed lines. Okay, here I can show you the clear pic. So this one is superimposed image after the water segmentation image is carried out here. So after that, the watershed segmentation, you can find out the edges, like one will be the internal marker and other will be an external marker. Okay, you can have a clear pic how it is segmented, right? There's internal marker and external marker. So it forms an gray level lines and watershed lines. See here, I have a clear image. You can see here one will be the like internal marker, that will be like light gray region, and the external marker will be like watershed lines. Okay, the external marker you can find here like passing along the highest points between the neighboring markers. Okay, let me clear about my future works. So this my after considering my external marker here, the gradient of the smoothened image have an advantage, like effectively partitioning the image into regions, which each region containing a single internal marker, okay, and part of a background. So thus restricted the algorithm to operate on a single watershed that contains the marker in that particular region. Okay, I'm taking this segmented algorithm to operate on a single watershed that contains the marker in that particular region. Okay, this marker selection procedure is based on intensity values and connectivity. So my future work is done here using the markers and using the software called Model Sim, and it is synthesized using Xilinx ISE. In this project involves the co-design of watershed-based segmentation system, making use of the potential software in FPGA processor, enabling the embedded processor PowerC. Okay, I have done the extra work, that is Model Sim, and I synthesized single bit or 8 bit of pixels with the FPGA, and it has been shown good segmentation results, and I have achieved combining the process of marker selection also, permitting an effective approach for practical image segmentation. So this can have a potential software use, that is called FPGA processor, which enable the embedded processor also to what's involved with the processing for segmentation. Thank you everyone for listening my presentation, and if any doubt you can have a queries in my mail ID. Thank you so much.